All right, welcome back. We're going to start this one off with a word from the people, okay? That's you all out there that are watching. So this comment comes from my last video where I talked about my dividend portfolio becoming my bank by buying 100 shares of every dividend in my dividend portfolio. And so this comes from user, let me make sure I get this right, Adebayo Kehinde. I'm pretty sure I fucked that up. Anyway, he says, listen, I'm with you on that, but that he's building Main Street Capital first to 125 shares, and then he'll do Realty Income, ticker symbol O. Listen, thank you for the comment, bro. Listen, I absolutely love Main Street Capital. It's one of my monthly dividend stocks that has turned out to be an incredible investment for me. And I'm certainly looking to add to that as the coming months approach. All right, so now Maine is sitting at a bit of a peak right now. So I just want to point that out. And so I have to decide going forward if I want to wait for a pullback or if I want a dollar cost average into it. But either way, Main Street Capital is one of those ones, okay? It's one that I'll likely hold forever. I'll buy and hold forever, and regardless of whatever the price is right now. But I just wanted to point that out, that they're at a bit of a peak right now for me anyways, all right? So listen, instead of telling you why a company like Blackstone is investing into a sandwich chain, I can do you one better, okay? And show you this cringe-worthy 40-second clip that they put together instead.
Hey, Steve, what are we doing here?
I'm doing my due diligence on Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's, nice. How did you get that sub prepared?
Well, it's Mike's way. And if it's Mike's way, it's Steve's way.
Why is our PE business so excited about investing in Jersey Mike's?
Well, I think they like to eat. That's one reason. The second reason is we think we can do a great job helping Peter Cancro and his terrific team expand the business.
Great. So, are you going to eat all of that?
I'll give you my cookie.
Deal.
All right, so back in November, Blackstone entered into an agreement to acquire the sandwich chain Jersey Mike's for $7.5 billion. That's capital B, you all. And I want to cover this one really quickly, not because I think it's a great dividend play necessarily, but because it may be an excellent time to make a purchase for those who may be looking to diversify their dividend portfolio with a bit more growth-focused investments, right? That still offer some dividend leverage as well. It's almost like you get, a little taste of both worlds, right? So who is Blackstone and what do they do? To put it simply, they're an asset manager, one of the biggest in the world, in fact. And when you hear the term asset manager, you may be asking, well, what does that really mean? Like, what the hell is an asset management company, right? In the simplest example I can give you, let's say a business owner, okay, with a ton of capital at his or her disposal. Let's say they are looking for ways to not only maintain their wealth that they already have, but they're actually looking to grow their money and compound it by investing it into something, right? So what they would do is they would come to a company like Blackstone and say, hey, I've got X amount of dollars, millions of dollars, and this is what I want to work with. And I want to secure my wealth and put it into assets that are going to grow that wealth exponentially over time. Blackstone says, okay, cool. We'll manage your funds by investing into real estate, credit, insurance, for example. And depending on your risk tolerance and goals, we will put our very capable team of investors on your case immediately. And we will put your money to work and make sure that your money is leveraged effectively. And more importantly, that it's leveraged safely, right? That's what Blackstone does, okay? Hedge funds like BlackRock do something similar, though their strategies are sometimes or oftentimes a bit different, right? They may be less secure with their investing strategy. It depends. So when I hear that a company like Blackstone is making a $1 billion purchase of a popular sandwich chain, my ears go up because I recognize this as a power move in business acquisition. One of the greatest ways some of the most lucrative companies in this country gain wealth is by acquiring other successful businesses. In addition to their acquisition of Jersey Mike's, by the way, they've also been getting busy by putting their feet into the tech sector by investing heavily into AI technology. At the top of the year, it was reported that they made a $300 million investment into DDN. Now, DDN is a company that has been around since 1998, if I remember correctly, and provides a lot of computing equipment and software that is used to manage a lot of the AI models that is used to for training and deployment across different businesses across the country. One of their biggest sales is that they provide a lot of the technology that is integral to Elon Musk's supercomputer, the Colossus supercomputer that he has, right? So all of this information, the AI moves and the sandwich chain acquisition, all of this information says to me that they're on the move, okay? And they're on the rise. They're making moves to not only grow the business, but they're also focused on the future of their business by investing heavily into the AI and tech sector, so they don't want to get left behind. So I'm very comfortable adding a company like Blackstone to my dividend portfolio, because why not have a company that you believe in, that you believe that can provide you with both growth and dividend income? It's the best of both worlds, right? So before we get out of here, let's take a look at Blackstone stock and see what we're working with exactly. And y'all know where I'm going with this. I'm going directly to one of the greatest. They need to pay me. They probably need to pay me. Stock Analysis needs to pay me by now, right? I probably shout them out every single video. And just because I just believe it's just a wonderful site to use, you all. It's a lot of great data here, okay? But I got them pulled up already. Blackstone Inc. The ticker symbol is BX. And right now, on the overview, they're at $165 per share. And I know some of you might be saying, Jesus Christ, $165, that's a bit pricey. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to worry about that anymore, okay? The days of a stock's price mattering as far as how much you can afford to buy is no longer a thing with partial shares, right? Get you a brokerage. If you are not investing with a brokerage that gives you the option to buy partial shares of a stock, you need something else. You need something else. There's no reason why you should be still on the outside looking in into the window on a stock that you want to purchase, but you just don't have the money to buy full shares of it. In today's day and age, partial shares have eliminated that need, okay? They have eliminated the need for you to have all of the money to buy a full share before you can own a piece of the action. So there's no reason, again, why you should be messing around with a brokerage that is not at least giving you the bare minimum. To me, this is the bare minimum now. The bare minimum is offering partial shares. That's a requirement for me if I'm going to invest with you as a brokerage. But that's just me. Y'all do what y'all want to do, right? I'm just telling you that, listen, that $165 share price, I'm not worried about that at all, okay? So here's the charts here. We can go back 1 year. Their performance, they're up nearly 40% over the year, y'all. 5 years, 187%, okay? And this is going back all the way to, what, 2020? No, that's not that can't be. Okay, yeah, there we go. Going all the way back to 2007, they are up 354%. So this is a company that is well versed, y'all. They've been around for quite some time. They're an OG in the game. Since 2007, they've been public. And if we go over to their forecast, The 17 analysts with 12-month stock price forecast for Blackstone have an average target of $166.65, with a low estimate of $134 and a high estimate of $230. The average target predicts an increase of 0.53% from the current stock price of $165, and they're saying that right now all of that information leads them to believe that it is currently a buy. Now, listen. I want to always preface this when I use this information, or when I repeat this information. These analysts on these sites, or that is reporting this information, they are people like you and I. They are nobody special, meaning that they can make mistakes, they can fuck up when they are analyzing the data, just like you and I can. So you take that with a grain of salt, whatever that means to you, all right? But I just wanted to show you the general consensus of what other people think about this, because I do think that, again, consumer sentiment, Jesus Christ, is important, right? So listen, this is a quick video, in and out. That's what Blackstone is about. I am probably going to, as soon as I'm done with this, as soon as I'm done recording, I am probably going to go and throw $20 into Blackstone and get my investment started and add them to my dividend portfolio, along with the other investment that I'm making today into QQQ. I told you I'm investing every day into QQQ and every day into SPYI. And before I leave, I saw somebody comment that, QQQ and SPYI, investing into those two is pretty much, why are you doing that? Because they're both the same thing. Well, there's a reason for that, and we're going to get into that in another video. There's a reason I'm investing into both QQQ and SPYI, but we'll get into that in another video for another time. For now, listen, remember to invest diligently, but more importantly, invest responsibly, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.